Alright, what is up, guys? Here we are with Arcane Showdown, new mobile game. I am playing it on Steam. It is available on Android, iOS, and Steam. I am playing it on Steam because, you know, it's easy to make videos and whatnot. So we're going to be doing the draft event today. So the draft event is pretty straightforward. Anyone who's played Clash Royale will recognize this format. You get offered like four cards. You get offered, sorry, 2 cards 4 times. Whichever one you don't pick, your opponent gets. So pretty straightforward. One of the things I learned from playing Clash Royale is that a good strategy in these draft events is to pick cheap units, because the worst thing you can have is end up with a super expensive deck. So picking cheap units and giving your opponent a bunch of like tier 3s is really quite powerful. Alright, so our options are, like for example here I've got Swordsman or Spider Queen. I'm going to take Swordsman and give him Spider Queen. And now we've got Wall or Behemoth. I'm actually going to take Behemoth because I think Wall is kind of bad. But normally I'd take the tier 1 here. Fire Drake or Wildkin. I don't really like Fire Drake that much. I think it's not that good, so I'm going to take the Wildkin. And then last, Tidal Wave or Reaper. I think Tidal Wave is really good, so I'm going to grab that. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, so our deck is like pretty cheap. We've got the Behemoth as our late game. I think this deck's pretty good, honestly. Okay, this map is all about this thing here. This is a double mana node. So it's really important to grab this early. We have so much tier 1 as well that I feel like we can definitely take it and defend it. So we're going to grab this, and then we're going to chill for a bit. I don't really want to make a push. I've got quite a lot of tier 1, but there's no real reason to attack him. It's easier to defend than it is to attack. We have better mana than him. Okay, now we can attack this, because it's very easy to attack. There's no tower defense or anything. And he plays the wall, don't care about that. I don't want to counter this with Scouts, because obviously Scouts is an AoE, so I'll let him start attacking my tower, then I'll play it down, so they can kill it for free. So as you see, I get free kill there, basically, because it was attacking my tower. And we'll keep going economy. Swordsman, taking his time, but eventually he'll kill this. Gonna ramp this one up as well, mostly to get the more hit points on it. Alright, so there we go. We've now tier 2. We're gonna go Archers, and we're gonna go Wildkin, and we're gonna try and push this tower. In fact, we're gonna make all our tier 2. We're just gonna go really hard and push the tower of everything. Okay, let's Blizzard his Reaper. I need to defend this as well from the Orc. So I'm going to Tidal Wave the Orc back, and then it'll fight the Swordsman instead because it got pushed back. It'll win against the Swordsman, but it'll take it a while, so it's worth it. Right, nice. So we pushed him back over here. We defended this, which is amazing. So now we're up 1 tower to 0, and we held our big mana node, so we can go tier 3 now. Our deck is a lot of squads, which is a little weak, but our late game is the Behemoth, which is a big single target guy. So this is going to work really nicely with the rest of my deck. Alright, I'm going to Blizzard his air unit plus his tower. Going to play some Whelps as well. There's the Behemoth. Alright, we're going to make a Behemoth and shove mid with it. It's very slow. The Behemoth is super slow, but it does a ton of damage and it's got a ton of hit points. Alright, now we're just going to push mid with everything. Alright, cool. So as you can see, the Behemoth kind of wrecks face. There's a random Wall. That's not going to do anything. I don't think Wall is a good card at all. It just doesn't really seem like it does much. And we're just going to shove mid with everything, and the Behemoth should take out his tower very easily. Okay, there it is. 1-0. Nailed it, boys. Okay, so we've got Starfall versus Behemoth. I think tier 3 cards are kind of bad, so I'm going to take Behemoth. Sorry, tier 3 spells I think are kind of bad. Reaper versus Fire Drake. I don't really like Fire Drake that much, so I'm going to go Reaper. So I definitely take the tier 1 here because we have no tier 1s yet, and I think Huntress is better than Spider, especially since we already have this squad unit. So we already have a group unit. We don't want another group unit. I also think Huntress is just amazing. Alright, so our deck is actually pretty good here, I think. Yeah, pretty happy with this deck. Again, it's always the same map for this event, so it's all about this left-hand side. Opponent says good luck, I'll give them a good luck back. Gonna try and hold this again. If we hold this, we get so much more mana than our opponent. Who's my Guardian? Oh, we get no Guardian? Okay, fair enough. No Guardian on either side. Interesting. Again, we're happy to just ramp up here. Our deck is... We haven't got great defensive tools here with tier 1. In fact, we're more aggressive than anything. Oh, he used the Tidal Wave there. That's really annoying. Okay, so I can't defend this now because he Tidal Waved the only unit I had available to actually fight this. We're just going to have to hold it. I'm going to try and enchant it to keep it alive. And I dropped a tree down here just to eat the spider shots. Okay, so this lived long enough for the Scouts to come down and save the day. So now we'll go tier 2. And we'll keep econing for now. opponent hasn't really done much. I'm expecting him to have tier 2 soon. I don't know why it keeps giving me an arrow down here. There's nothing here. It's just my tower. I don't know if that's a bug or something. But yeah, there's no... normally it does the arrows when there's an attack. Okay, so we're going to go Reaper backed up by Warlock. And we're going to Orc over here to counter the Gunner. And we're going to haste the Reaper and the Warlock. And we're going to play a tower. We're going to push hard on left now. Huntress will beat this Drake. This guy's going to kill everything I have on this side. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm just going to let it go now. He drops like a massive AoE bomb thing, which like, he doesn't have much damage, but I have nothing that can tank him at the moment, so I'm just going to let it die. We took left tower. So now we're going to drop an Orc to tank this Drake and a Warlock behind to kill it. And then we'll drop some scouts and we'll push hard left since we've already taken right. And we're going to haste once we get to the tower, so we'll haste like here. And we'll drop a tree as well. Or Root Walker. And we'll go tier 3 now. We're winning by a lot at the moment, so shouldn't be a problem. Re-enchant the big mana node. Drop an Orc to counter the Gunner. Alright, cool. Looks like we're winning by quite a lot. I'm going to start enchanting this so I can drop units further forwards for the middle fight. And we'll start building up an army to push middle. Alright, so we're just waiting on the behemoth. Okay, so this guy's gonna counter us in the middle. So we're gonna need something big, like an Orc. And we're gonna drop the behemoth as well. So behemoth with Warlock behind should be pretty powerful. Drop some scouts. Oh, sorry, it's a Reaper, not a Warlock. Yeah, so we'll drop some scouts and an actual Warlock. And we're gonna haste our behemoth on his mage. And this should annihilate the mage really quickly. Yeah, hasted behemoth takes it down super fast. We'll drop a tree and a huntress as well, but I think we've got it. Alright, cool, 2-0. Okay, so again, I think tier 2 spells are just better than tier 3 generally, so I'm going to take the tier 2. I like both of these a lot, but I'm going to take the cheaper one because I want to make sure I have some tier 1. Wildkin versus Warlock. I think I'm going to take Warlock, but this one's pretty close. I don't want to give him Orc Warlock because I think that's a really good combo, and I'm going to take the guy instead of the spell. Giving him 2 tier 3 spells I think is a huge beating. Alright, cool, we have Mageling in tier 1 as well. But our tier 1 is pretty bad. Oh, it's a different map. Okay. So this time the bonus mana is on this side. Our tier 1 is pretty bad this time around. I don't feel confident about our early game. We're going to need to try and get tier 2 early. Yeah, we've got almost everything we have is in tier 2. I know my opponent has at least like 2 tier 3 spells though, so his deck's probably also bad early game. I'm going to rush tier 2 here. Because I'm just not confident in my tier 1. I've only got a Huntress and a Magelings. I mean, these cards are very good. There's just only 2 of them. So if my opponent pushes me hard, it's going to be difficult to defend with just 2 cards. Alright, so we're going to Mageling to counter this. And then we're going to keep Econing. Mageling is a really good card. Really, really good. There's a tree. That's easily countered by the Huntress. Wow, he just dropped a bunch of stuff on the Magelings. That was not a good play. The Magelings counter that really easily. And then we'll Fire Drake over here. We're going to try and push left with a big team. So we're going to go Troll. What's over here? Orc. I can't really fight the Orc with anything I have right now, so I'm just going to ignore it and go left. And we're going to put the Magelings down. We're just going to hard push left because I have nothing that counters this Orc right now. And then we'll put a Dragon down once we have a Dragon available again. Alright, so that'll counter that. We should take left tower. This should hold long enough. I'm going to put Huntress as well because the Fire Drake attacks. This is why I don't like the Fire Drake. Because its damage is so low and its AoE isn't that big. Alright, we'll put a Troll down to tank the Orc so the Huntress doesn't die. And then we're going to put a Warlock behind it. We took left really easily. Put Magelings here as well. Just going to push hard on the right. And no need to use my spells yet. I'm saving my spells for if he puts anything big down. Really no need to do any spells right now. The spells, generally speaking, are only good when your opponent has like a big army stacked up. Or like this one here is really good against big single target guys, but he hasn't played any of those. Alright, so we're pushing the mage super hard. Just gonna chill for now and go tier 3. Keep jamming as many units as I can. We've got quite a big army now. I'm gonna use my missiles to push. Next time he drops something, I'm gonna missiles it. Well, not that. Next time he drops something I'm not killing, I'm gonna missiles it. There we go, we'll missile that. Looks like we win easily though. Alright, nice. Okay, unfortunately, we lose some audio here for a bit, so I'm just going to talk it over again. So yeah, here I picked the tier 1, because I wanted tier 1. Here I think spells just aren't that good, so I'd rather have the minion, so I take the Fire Drake, even though I don't like him that much. I think tier 3 spells are terrible, so I take the Troll over the Meteor. And then I snap pick the Huntress over the Gunner, because I want to make sure I have at least 2 tier 1s. I end up getting Magelings as well, which is pretty good, honestly. I've got this Cleaver as well. I think it's a lot better to have a bunch more tier 1 than to get locked out and have a bunch of tier 3, because then you can't really do anything in the early game. So because I had a bunch of tier 1, I decided to go hard and push on the right. Also, I have like only tier 1 and tier 2. I have no tier 3. So I decided to make a really aggressive push on the right here with absolutely everything. We get quite a lot of damage on his tower, but doesn't break it. The apprentice unfortunately gets distracted by a mana node. Heads off to the left there. Doesn't really get much done. As you can see, we get the tower pretty low, but we don't take it out. So I decided I just need to go tier 2. I think my tier 1 just doesn't have any good pushing units. There's no like big beefy guy who pushes and does a lot of damage. Only the Huntress does really good single target damage, which is what you need to kill towers. And only the Cleaver has reasonable hit points. And as you can see, even he goes down pretty quickly to a tower. So I decided to go really fast tier 2 here instead. Once I get the tier 2, I fireball his Orc. Not the greatest play, but you know, whatever. And then I drop some Wildkin and a Fire Drake to try and push this tower. I see the scouts on the left just drop an Apprentice. Oh, sorry, a Cleaver there, no problem. And we push right with these tier 2 units, which I'm pretty sure, I think we almost get the tower, but not quite. And then I make a big push on left, assuming I'm going to get right-hand tower. But yeah, I'm stopped by this gunner, so we don't actually take down the tower. And I end up putting down magelings to fight the gunner after it started targeting my my mana node. Then I drop down a Fire Drake there. The big push on the left does take down that statue, and then we should have audio here. I should have fireballed it, actually. I misplayed there. It was so low, I could have killed it with a fireball. So that's what I should have done, but I messed up. We're going to push, push, push on the right. Don't want this game to go any longer than it has to. If we can get 2 towers early game, which it looks like we're going to manage it, then we can maybe just hold the map. We're way ahead on Econ as well, so we might just be able to win by spamming units. Yeah, it's looking pretty good here. We've got both towers. We know he's got like at least 1 tier 3 because he's got that tier 3 spell. I'm not too scared of that. Alright, let's get ready with a fireball and see what he tries to defend with. Looks like nothing. Alright, I think we got him. I think we got him. Alright, good job, team. Alright, so I'm going to pick Cleaver over Vortex. Gyro, I think, is really good, so I'm going to pick Gyro. Again, I don't want Meteor. I think Meteor sucks. And then Spider Queen versus Archers. Normally, I'd snap pick the Archers, but since we already have 2 tier 1s and a tier 2, I'm thinking about Spider Queen. I just don't think Spider Queen's very good, though, so I'm still going to take the Archers. We've got Meteor. Rip. Don't want to have Meteor. I think Meteor's terrible. Okay, so we might not even go tier 3 for this. We've got quite a lot of tier 1, so we can potentially push here fast. Right, he's gone Wolf Riders over here. We should be able to defend that with Magelings. And we've got the big... okay, he's going super aggro. Oh my god. Yeah, Magelings do hold it. We're going to enchant it as well, because it took a lot of damage there. Wow, he is going incredibly aggressive here. So yeah, he's played like Wolf Rider and Spider very early to attack us. I'm going to need to deal with this Spider because of the position it's in. It will take out that enchantment if I don't take it out. Magelings are insane, by the way. I think Magelings is like one of the strongest cards in tier 1. I wish I'd saved them for this push, but it's okay. I'm gonna actually upgrade this tower again. And then we're gonna ward over here on these Magelings. Yeah, ward is rubbish. I actually think ward is terrible. I think the cards our opponent gave us were pretty bad. Like ward and Meteor are both horrible, in my opinion. Let's go tier 2 now. We really want to get tier 2 going because our tier 1 is not able to push very well. Our tier 2 has some good pushing potential. But this guy here, the Gyro, he only attacks buildings and air units and he kills them very easily. He's kind of a big dog when it comes to attacking towers. So we're going to put down the Gyro and we're going to follow him up with some Archers. Cleaver has held this push fairly easily. Alright, nice. So the Gyro should be able to take this tower fairly easily. You see how much damage it is? Like, what, 2 to 300 damage? Something like that? And attack very quickly. It's very, very good at killing towers. Alright, nice. There it goes. Normally I'd go tier 3 here, but I actually just... I have so much mana, I'm going to do it. I was going to say, I don't think it's even worth it, because my tier 3 is so bad. But I just had so much mana, I decided to do it. And we'll set up another Gyro push on the left. So we need to be careful of this Reaper. The Cleaver should tank him. Yeah, the Cleaver's tanking him. And we did a lot of damage to his mage as well. Still a ward here. Ward is so bad. Ward is so bad. Alright, I think we win. We could maybe even boulder. Yeah, we can boulder his mage to there. It was boulder, sorry, not meteor, guys. I got confused between them. But yeah, I think they're both kind of bad. That one's meteor. This one's boulder. Okay, so here we get to claim wild cards, which is a pretty cool thing the game has. So when you claim wild cards, you get to choose which card it goes on. So this is common wild cards. I'm gonna pick... What do I actually like a lot? I'm not that keen on any of these cards, honestly. I think Joblins is pretty good, and I think Apprentice is good. Archers is okay. I don't rate the others that highly. I think we're gonna go with Goblins. Alright. Okay, so I think Recall is probably better than Meteor, but I think both are kind of bad. We're gonna take Recall because it's cheaper. Wolf Rider, Root Walker. I guess we'll go Wolf Rider. I think it's slightly more powerful. Orc or Mageling? Ooh, I don't know, man. Mageling's so good. I think I have to take Mageling. I like Orc a lot, though. I've already got these 2 tier 1s. I'm gonna take Scout anyway because we've only got... Well, this is kind of tough, actually. I'm gonna take the Arcane Missiles because it counters the Orc I gave him. Okay, nice. We have a Huntress. I was a little bit worried we wouldn't have enough tier 1, but we ended up getting a Huntress as well, so that worked out nicely. I think we can take this because we have Magelings, basically. Magelings can defend it. So we're going to grab this early. It's a little bit risky to go for this this big mana node, but because we have the Magelings, I think we can. And I'm going to Wolf Rider over here as well. I don't really... Wolf Rider is strong, but it doesn't play into my playstyle very much because I tend to play defensive. And the Wolf Rider is obviously a very aggressive tier 1 card. We got some damage in, wasn't particularly relevant though. We're going to use Magelings to defend these scouts once they get here. There we go, and we'll keep econing. The Huntress can handle the tree, no problem. Magelings should beat the Apprentice as well, although I'm not 100% on that one. I'm gonna ward them to try and keep alive. Alright, nice, the ward actually worked out pretty well. Let's go tier 2 here. And we're going to upgrade this again. My tier 3 is Mortar. Mortar's okay. Mortar's not a bad card. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. I don't mind Mortar. Now we're going to Huntress here to kill this and Mageling to kill this. And then we'll Wolf Rider. Since we have a good push going on over here, I'm going to Wolf Rider. I'm going to Arcane Missiles this because I have no other answer to it right now. And then I'm going to Troll... Oh wow, the Arcane Missiles didn't kill it. What a nightmare. Yeah, I should have probably recalled there. I'm going to definitely ward. Yeah, this is going to go down. I don't think I can stop that. I don't have any units available. That's pretty unfortunate, but I did get to kill his tower, so that's nice. Come on, kill it. Save. Live, live, live. Oh, so close. We did it, boys. Oh, and there goes the Orc to kill it instantly. I'm actually going to recall these because they're going to get killed by the Orc. I'll just let the tower deal with that Orc. So recall pulls them back, heals them, and puts them in the other lane, basically. It's a weird card. I think it's probably quite powerful, but I haven't really figured out how you're supposed to use it yet. Oh, I'm definitely going to Arcane Missiles this jabroni. That guy's a huge beating. And we need to enchant our tower now. Don't really want to play a Mortar yet. Definitely need to defend over here. Gonna put it behind the tower. So the tower can tank for the Magelings. And we're gonna ward them as well because they're dying to the AoE. Oof. Man, this is not good. We're taking a huge beating over here and I don't have anything that can defend it. I'm just gonna drop a Mortar here because I can't defend this well. And I have too many anti-building units and not enough things I can actually use to fight. Because Mortar, Troll, and Wolf Rider all only attack buildings. Alright, let's recall these because they're going to die otherwise. We do lose our statue. I don't really see how I could have defended it, to be honest. Kind of a beating there. Yeah, my deck is super awkward. I don't have enough actually. I don't have enough anti-unit units. Alright, so it is 1-1 now. I guess we just have to push. We just have to push this tower and hope we get it because we don't have good defense at all. Alright, so we do get second tower. We just need to live for 35 seconds, pretty much. That's all I'm looking for now. Let's recall these guys. We'll put a Mageling to defend here. Well, we need to defend this push somehow. That's gonna be difficult. Let's Arcane Missiles this lot. And let's Wolf Rider just to tank. Yeah, this Wolf Rider is just like a desperation Wolf Rider and desperation Troll just to try and eat some hits. Because I don't have any units that can fight. We need to hold this tower for like 10 seconds and then we win. Gonna put a Mortar down to tank. Come on, 5 seconds and we win. That's all I need. Okay, we did it. We suicided units long enough. Oh my god, he has a Guardian as well. Wow, that was a close one. That was a really close one. Man, my deck ended up being super awkward because I just had so many units that attacked only buildings. Yeah. Whew. 3 spells and 3 units that only attack buildings. And he had 1 spell and only 1 unit only attacks buildings. I'm pretty surprised I won that, honestly. Like, I'm feeling pretty good about that win. Alright, so we get an Evil Eye. Let's go again. Okay, so I'm definitely picking Huntress over Wolf Rider here. And I'm definitely picking Mageling over Apprentice. Fireball versus Champion. I actually think I'm going to take Champion. I think units are better than spells, generally speaking. I've already got a tier 3. I don't want a Spider Queen, so I'm just going to take Cleaver. Alright, this deck looks okay. Our tier 2 is a bit weak, but our tier 3 is very good. So if we can get to the late game, we should be strong. We've got Dragon Swarm and Champion, which are both really good. And we've got really good tier 1, which should help us get to the tier 3. So I'm feeling really good about this deck. No need to make any push here. We just want to econ hard because we're looking to go tier 3 ASAP. We're just going to defend this node here. I think on these maps where there's a big node, you should always enchant the side with the big node first. At least just to compete for it. Like, even if you don't want to enchant it yourself, like, you should at least do it so you can kill it when they try and do it. Alright, so this guy, this is dangerously placed, so we're gonna punish him for placing the middle one. And we're going to defend this with Magelings. Hopefully the Magelings, they should defend this. Yeah, they do just about. I was a little worried there. I thought we might actually lose that after I'd paid 4 to enchant it as well. Definitely want to go tier 2 as quickly as possible. Going to put down the Huntress to defend. Oh, actually, I should have put this Huntress down later because now she's going to attack the building instead. Alright, he's gone tier 2 and he's got some whelps already. That's fine. We'll wait for him to attack a building and then counter with scouts. And we'll cleave a Mageling. We're definitely losing that though. It's not a huge deal to lose it. We got a lot of money out of it before it died. Alright, so now we're tier 2. We're Wildling to counter his Wildling. And we probably need to power up this tower. So we'll enchant that. Play a Huntress. We want to go tier 3 as soon as possible as well. He's going to take out that node as well. He's going to enchant these middle ones. Pretty broke right now. Need a Huntress to counter this as well, but I don't have one. So we're just going to have to chill. We're going to go tier 3 because I really need tier 3. Let's Mageling to defend here. Hopefully the Whelps don't attack the Magelings. Tower holds this. Yeah, the Whelps have gone for the tower, which is great, because if they attack the Magelings, they die quickly. And we'll scout to finish this off and enchant the big mana node as soon as we get a chance. Okay, once we get tier 3, our deck gets a lot stronger. Cleaver counters the Goblins nicely. Enchant the Wolf Rider. We'll put Wildkin down. Alright, nice, we're tier 3. Okay, so we're gonna set up a big tier 3 push. I'm gonna save up a ton of mana and do Guardian plus Dragonflight. Well, Guardian to counter this. Guardian is super beefy and has this gigantic AoE swing. But yeah, I think Guardian's pretty strong. Okay, so we're going to do Guardian plus Dragonflight push. This push is very strong. We should easily take the tower here. Oh, there's a Spider Queen. That won't stop us. We'll keep pushing. We lose the one over here, but it's not a big deal. We use Vortex to pull in the offensive units away as well, if we need to. Yeah, we'll Vortex this Fire Drake away. And we'll put another champion down the other side. Alright, yeah, we're going to take this tower. Nice. And then we'll push mid. Just jam everything mid. Yeah, we took both towers, so we're just going to jam everything mid. And we'll re-enchant this. I mean, the game's basically over, but in case he mounts a comeback, I want to have the mana. You can see the champion takes forever to attack, but when it does attack, it does a lot of damage. And it does it in an AoE as well. I'm actually not certain how good she is yet, because she takes so long to attack. She takes a lot of damage from enemies whilst charging up her attack, which is awkward. Okay, I think we've got it. We'll again just Vortex the Fire Drake away from defending, and that should be game. Alright, sweet. Yeah, our deck was better than his for sure. Although, Fort Steal is an interesting card. Alright, so we get rare wild cards here. Okay, there's a lot of good rares. I think Huntress, Wildkin, Warlock, Gunner, Troll, Tidal Wave, Swordsman, Cleaver. Actually, I think Swordsman's kind of bad, but the rest are all good. I think Starfall's kind of bad as well. I think I'm going to take Huntress. I've really been... Actually, I'm going to take Warlock because my Warlock's much lower level, so the 10 cards are higher impact. Alright, last game. Let's see what we can do. Reaper versus Gunner. Interesting. I'm going to take Gunner. I like Gunner a lot. Spider Queen versus Heal. Oh my god. I think Heal is trash, so I'm going to take Spider Queen. definitely have to take the tier 1 here. I need some tier 1. Yeah, I think again I have to take the tier 1 because I have to guarantee I have some tier 1. Alright, I have loads of tier 1. Too much tier 1 map, maybe. I think it's better to have too much tier 1 than too much tier 3, though. If you have too much tier 3, you just die. Alright, we're going to try and claim this. We actually have a pretty strong... We can do a pretty strong tier 1 push with the tree plus the Huntress. I'm going to put the tree down and see what's going on over here. Yeah, let's do tree Huntress push. I normally don't like making pushes, but our tier 1 game is strong in this deck. So I thought it might be worth it. Wow, he's not defending it at all. Is he just not paying attention? Wow, he hasn't econned either? Is he just not paying attention? Wow, now he upgrades? Okay, I'm going to push hard because I think we definitely get it. I don't know what this guy is doing. No offense, Obit. But, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's just not playing any cards. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he's being a bro and he has, like, the Arcane Pass. So he can, yeah, maybe he has the Arcane Pass, so he's, like, giving me a free win. If you have the Season Pass, you can play the event over and over, I think. Like, you can play it until you win it all. So I think maybe he just gave me a free win. I don't know. Maybe he's a guy with a Season Pass and he was just giving me a free win. Because, like, he just did nothing, right? He just did nothing at all. So, anyway, Obit. Thanks, man, I guess. And we get a monstrous chest. And obviously... You know, for those of you who love opening chests, you can watch me open this chest. For me, it's kind of whatever. Oh, I got a new card, though. That's exciting. I got the Alchemist Tower. I think that card sucks. This is the Acid Turret. I think it's pretty bad. All right, guys, there you go. We did it. We went 8-0 in the draft event. For tips for draft, I think taking cheap units. Take cheap units and take guys instead of spells. I think there's very few spells that are worth taking. I think Wave is probably one of the few spells that's actually good enough to be worth taking. Maybe Evil Eye as well. Like, the AoE tier 1s are pretty powerful. But I think that you should be picking cheap cards, generally speaking, because if you get locked out by expensive cards, it's really bad. And take things that kill enemy units. If you, like, that one game where we had multiple tower targeting units was really awkward. So I would say take cheap units and take units instead of spells, and take things that attack enemy units instead of things that attack towers. Alright guys, there's some Arcane Showdown for you. Hope you enjoyed that little draft tidbit. And I'll see you all at the next one.